Hey kings and queens. So today's topic is infertility. The reason why we're discussing this topic is because there's a lot of stigma associated with women who are unable to conceive. So I recently got some exciting news, and it dawned on me that I've also experienced not being able to conceive. And so this topic is near and dear to my heart, and I'm sharing this from experience and of course from my research. So one thing that we as a society need to do is talk more about certain topics, and this topic especially needs to be talked more about because it seemed as women in general is just seen as, oh, because you're a woman, your job or your duty is to have kids. Some people want to have kids, some people don't, and that's okay. But when you're constantly told that that's what your purpose is and you should be able to have kids, then when you finally get to the point where you're trying to have kids and you're unable to, then that's when you are shunned upon and you're seen as inadequate. And I want to let you know that if you are suffering from infertility, there is hope, one, and two, don't give up, right? There's so many different factors that contributes to infertility, and two of the factors that I want to discuss today. One is stress, and two, it's diet, right? There's so many factors, there's so many things going on that is so stressful in our lives, and trying and not being able to conceive can, of course, be stressful, right? Especially when you're finally at that place where you're ready to conceive and you're not able to. So, and then another topic is diet. Diet, because understanding what we eat and what we eat contributes to our wellness overall, and it contributes to the health of our uterus as well. And what I really want to discuss is the fact that when it comes to eating healthy and stress, I want you to understand it's not just about you as the mother, it's also about the father as well, because it's counterproductive for you to work extremely hard by changing your diet and working on your stress and working on how you manage day-to-day struggles, and your partner is not doing the same. So what I'm recommending to you is, if you guys do make that choice to conceive and you're unable to, I want you guys both to be on this journey. If you're going to change your diet, which I recommend everyone should be starting, the moment you know that you want to consume, even before you even get to this point, I always recommend eating lots of fruits and veggies, because that plays into giving your body the nutrients that it needs. A baby is consuming a healthy womb, right? So, and a healthy sperm, right? So it takes two to tango. So I recommend both of you guys, if you are struggling with infertility, both of you guys to change your diet, both of you guys to manage the stress. And I want to let the women know that there's a lot of women who is suffering from this issue, but because there's a stigma attached to it, they try not to seek help, or they're afraid to seek help. And I'm letting you know, if you need help in this area, that's okay, right? There's so much being done to our water, to our food, that directly impacts the health of our uterus. And when it comes to people of color, there's a war against it, and that's a whole other topic for another day. But I'm going to stick to the topic at hand. So if you are struggling with infertility, I can give you a list of different herbs, but I recommend something that you can do right at this moment. The moment you close this video, the moment I'm finished speaking, at this moment, the moment I'm done, you can start eating more fruits and vegetables. That's a simple task that you can do. And you have to understand, it's not about, oh, what herbs for this, what herbs for that. It's, what are you willing to do along with taking these herbs to see the difference? Because the herbs can't work unless you do. So unless you're willing to change your diet and willing to give up certain things, then you're not going to see the results that you need, and the herbs can't work as best as they can, right? So I would say start with what you eat. The next step I would recommend is getting a blood work done to see if there's any deficiencies that you may have, you and your partner may have. So both of you guys get a blood work test and see exactly what you're having. Because one of my issues, everybody have their own special issues to why they're somehow, why they're unable to. One of my issues, though, I'm keeping it personal, is I was anemic, right? I suffered from low iron, and because of that, my body was not getting the right nutrients. So I had to address that issue first before I was able to conceive. So understanding your individual issues, addressing it, that is key, right? Because we're all at different parts. Sometimes people might be deficient in a certain type of mineral, and then that's why I posted the flyer of, you know, what mineral goes with what and how you're feeling. So start with getting your blood work done, start with eating healthier, and my next recommendation is figure out ways to manage and cope with stress. So one of my ways that I learned to cope with stress is I personally love to take nature walks, and that has been helping me tremendously. Just being one with nature just helps, very calming. And your ways of coping with stress, can be different from mine. And other ways is taking a step back. That's really what's helping me, because sometimes I'm not able to take a walk in nature. Sometimes it's especially in New York right now, it's extremely cold, so I'm not able to take that walks that I need. So taking a step back is what has been helping me manage my stress. So that's a way of helping you manage your stress as well. So there's hope. Please don't give up. I would really like to get more in depth with this topic. If you would like me to talk more about it, let me know. But I just wanted to let you guys know that if you're unable to, it's okay. Some of the herbs that I recommend that's helped is sea moss, which has 92 out of 102 minerals, has helped. For me, because my issue was iron, drinking herbs like sarsaparilla has helped. Nettle helped as well. Red raspberry, which is for overall wellness, is excellent. Red clover, which is really good for increasing the estrogen in your body, because sometimes that might be the issue. But if you do suffer from fibroids, which would be another topic that I'll discuss, then I do not recommend you taking red clover, because some issues might be that fact that you have high estrogen. So before you even start ordering these herbs, know where you are. Okay? Understanding what your body needs so you can adjust your lifestyle to fit as such. So, thank you for listening to my little mini talks. And let me know if you guys want to know more about this. What are the topics you guys would like me to discuss? And I definitely will. Thank you for driving with me. Peace.